Elementary, please stand for your pledge and pause. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our pause. P, positive attitude in all you do. A, act responsibly in all situations. W, work hard towards success. S, show respect in self and others. Thank you. You can have a seat.
Now for our weekly awards. The silver spoon goes to a first grade class, Miss Mayo's class. The golden shoe goes to a second grade class, Miss Courtney's class. The attendance panther goes to a sixth grade class, Miss Alexander's class. The spirit stick goes to a third through fourth grade class, Miss Keller's class. And the panther paw winners are Richard Norton and Eli Sigmund.
Good morning, Plano Elementary School. We are very excited that to have one more incredible week of school before we take a break for our winter break. Let's start with our question of the week last week. Hatley, why don't you read us some responses? I think the question was, what does it mean to be considerate?
So Gabriella McWay from 3rd grade said, thinking of others and being kind. Karen McDonald from 6th grade said, to be considerate means to think of others and help others. Harper Gerald from 5th grade said, to think of others before yourself.
All right, and I think about when we just said S, show respect to self and others. That really means being considerate to others. So let's focus on that this week as we finish out the 2022 school year. All right, we are here to recognize our leaders of the month, and this is for the month of November, and our habit was put first things first. So we got several adults in here, and adults, let's be honest, sometimes we can get distracted by the many things that we have going on in our lives, and we might lose sight of what is truly important. So we teach our Panthers put first things first by being disciplined and organized, and that involves setting priorities, making a schedule, and following a plan so that we make sure we spend the most of our time with the things that are most important. So we're getting ready to recognize our leaders of the month, and students, when we call your name, you come down here and I'll hand you your certificate. And this month we will also be reading why they earned this honor.
So first up we have is Anderson Andrews. Is that right? What? Did I say it? Anderson. Anderson. From 4th grade, Anderson does an amazing job putting first things first during RTI time. Anderson makes sure to take her time completing daily works before she chooses a may-do activity. I am so proud of her for staying focused and prioritizing her big rocks. Way to go, Anderson.
Good job. Congratulations.
The next leader of the month is from second grade, Maddie Bissell. Maddie is a great example of habit 3. She does not finish other tasks until the current one is complete. To the best of her ability, she gives her best effort in all that she does. It and is not afraid to ask for help. Maddie is a true leader.
The next one is from fourth grade, Weston Board. Weston excused November's trait. Put first things first daily during RTI independent time. Weston is a very studious student who aims to be the best version of himself. Honestly, Weston is a student who encompasses all of the 8 habits, but I love watching him put first things first in and out of the classroom daily.
Next up we have is Aiden Vergern. Aiden always makes sure his work is done to the best of his ability before moving on to any other activity. He does his best work on every assignment and he always looks for new things to learn.
Our next leader of the month from kindergarten is Ledger Clarkson. Ledger is a great friend and loves making others smile.
Congratulations, Ledger.
The next one is from first grade, Brittany Ferris. Brittany always puts first things first when it comes to school. She is always on task and completes all assignments as they are given. I am also proud of Brittany for how hard she works each and every day.
Next up we have is Lynn Finley from 6th grade. Lynn makes sure to get her work completed each and every day. She will even come and ask for missed work she had after being absent. Liv gives 110% in everything she does.
The next leader of the month is from second grade, Loretta Ford. Loretta puts first things first every day with her assignments. She completes her task before choosing a free choice activity. Her leadership is a great example in our classroom.
Next is in third grade, Adley Fox. Adley is the perfect example of someone who puts first things first. Every day, Adley comes to school with a positive attitude and wants to always do her best. She knows that in order to be successful in school, she needs to get all her work done first before she does anything else. Keep up all the hard work, Adley.
Next we have is Trenton Gilland. Trenton focuses on his work and strives to do his best. He's prepared for each class of the day. Trenton models putting first things first by having his work completed and being on task during class. Answers questions and helps others. Thank you for being a role model for others to look up. Great job, Trenton.
Next leader of the month from third grade is Darby Hall. This student puts first things first every week. She works hard in both small groups and independent work. If she finishes her work, she will even quickly find an activity to do that will help her level up. Way to go.
Next student of the month is in 5th grade, Maddie Hetzer. Maddie does a great job of putting first things first. She always makes it a point to prioritize the things she needs to do most and then enjoys the little things.
Next up we have is a kindergarten, Claire Johnson. Claire is very goal-driven. She is able to choose her work before playing. Claire is a leader in all situations.
Our next leader of the month is from 6th grade, Lexi Limeri. Always a leader by example. She is such a positive role model for the other students.
Next, we have from 3rd grade, Joseph Ling. Joseph does a wonderful job of making sure he gets all of his work done before he chooses something else. In the classroom, we have a must-do and a may-do board. Joseph always gets the must-do options done first before he moves on to the may-do options. He knows he needs the must-do items done before Friday and makes sure he takes his time. I'm so proud of Joseph for being such a responsible student and prioritizing his work.
Next up is Caitlin Logan from 5th grade. Caitlin always puts first things first by listening to the teacher, following all directions, and putting 100% effort into all of her tests and assignments.
Our next leader of the month is from 1st grade, Gunnar Landon. Gunnar buckled down and began getting his work done. Participating more and showing effort, and the results including awesome test scores, a soldier.
Next is from 6th grade, Emily Lopez. Emily continues to put first things first in all that she does. She prioritizes her work, but is also able to care of her classmates. Thank you, Emily, for being a great leader.
Next up we have is Ella Marshall from pre-K. Ella puts first things first by working then playing.
Our next leader of the month from pre-K is Riley McKay. She is always on top of things in the classroom. She makes sure that everything is done in our class to be ready for the next activity.
Next from 1st grade, we have Annabelle McGinnis. Annabelle took innovative to help a new student become comfortable in a new classroom.
Next up we have is Felix Ochoa from 1st grade. Felix is proactive about putting his work before his play. He follows directions the first time they are given, and he sets a great example for his classmates in playing. He volunteers to help around the classroom with whatever is needed to be done. He helps without being asked and does so quietly without others noticing.
Our next leader of the month from 5th grade is Abby Quinn. Abby is fantastic at putting first things first. She completes her work on time with an excellent quality. Great job, Abby.
Next from 3rd grade is Craig Reed. Craig does a great job putting first things first. He works hard each week to get his work done so he can enjoy sharpening the saw.
Next, we have Hadley Warrock from 2nd grade. Hadley always puts first things first by working hard to complete her work correctly. She is a great leader in the classroom.
Our next leader of the month from 4th grade is Aliana Robledo. Aliana always completes her work before doing fun things. She works hard and asks for help.
Next from 1st grade is Claire Smith. She puts first things first.
Last but not least, we have Addison Sloan from 6th grade. Addison places high priorities on getting her work done first, before rewarding herself with play. She works super hard in the classroom and ESS to understand concepts and or to ask questions in order to better understand. She values her education and works super hard to be successful in all she does.
All right, congratulations, Leaders of the Month. We're excited to honor you this morning. I hope everyone has an incredible week, and we'll see you out and about.